Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. Now, things have been going wrong lately. So, yesterday I tried to record the difficult crossword, and the recording went wrong, and it wasn't recording when I thought it was. The camera seemed to be indicating that it was on, but it was not actually filming me. So, those of you Patreon fans who like to see me do the Times Monthly Club special, it's not going to be there this month. It was a pretty poor solve anyway. I was left finding, after about an hour, I was left finding 5 words in the dictionary, which is very disappointing. But there we go. Apologies, that's not happening. Now, the next thing to apologize for that went wrong is I was still just about on holiday on the 8th. No, on the 9th of August, just about. I think that was the day I got back. And I'm afraid this puzzle slipped through the cracks. It was due for the 9th of August because it is celebrating Shady Moon's other half's birthday. So happy 35th, Carolyn. Shady Moon made this puzzle for you. We did not exclude it because it wasn't good enough. We excluded it because I messed up somehow, slipped through the cracks. I want to wish you a happy birthday. Having just had a birthday myself, I do know that it's important to get things right on birthdays, and your partner did it, and we let them down. So that's my apology. I am going to have a go at the puzzle as part of the apology as well. And I love the heart. I love the heart motif. It is brilliantly done. I will read the rules, which are slightly unusual in a moment. But having mentioned that the crossword's not on Patreon, there are still connections videos and one yesterday, in fact, and other things on Patreon, like the Rostam hunt, the Labours of Rostam, which definitely got a thumbs up from Ali, who got sent a special copy. And you can have a go at the whole puzzle hunt and enter if you join us on Patreon, and if you get it in by the 20th. So that's still there. There's all of our apps, which do feature line Sudoku and domino Sudoku, but also Fog of War and the Worms, and SVEN'S SUDOKU PAD's linked under the video as well, but this puzzle is also linked. So apologies to Shady Moon and to Carolyn, but I'm going to have a go now. Let's see what the rules are. So we've got normal Sudoku rules applying 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. The blue line is divided by box borders into segments like these, and each segment has the same sum. It's a region sum line. The sum of all digits on the blue line and the pink line combined is 89. So that's the sum of these digits. And a black dot indicates, where shown, that one digit is double the other. That's it. That's all we get. It's very little. 35 obviously appears as Carolyn's birthday age, and the 89 total is because this is on 8-9, as you would write it in the US, the 9th of August. So happy birthday, Carolyn. Sorry it's a bit belated. My fault. Let's get cracking. Those are very few rules. And what's more, this blue line is very not helpful, I reckon, because it has 2-cell and 3-cell segments. And so we can hardly restrict the n for the line, the number that each segment adds to. I guess on the 3-cell segments, I can't see any reason why it couldn't be 1, 2, 3 in each case, which gives us a minimum of 6. And on the 2-cell segments, it could be a 9-8 pair each time. So the n is somewhere between 6 and 17. So we're going to have to use this sum of all digits rule. Okay, let's consider that the sum of all these digits, I think I'm going to colour the cells, I don't really know why, is 89. Now that may not be a huge sum for what looks like quite a lot of cells now I think about it. Now, this may be a question of how we divide these up. Okay, the first thing is to think about that n again, because how many segments of blue line are there? There are 6, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now that n is a bit more restricted, isn't it? Let's imagine that the n was 12. We'd have 6 times 12 is 72. We'd only have another 17 to go on the pink line, which could be 6 there, 1, 2, 3, 6 there, 1, 2, 3. But 6 here takes it up to 18. So 12 is too many for the blue line. Okay, that was really unscientific. So let me try and get a little better. It's quite difficult in this puzzle, I think, to know how to divide up the lines, or, you know, even the yellow area. We've got a 7-cell segment. I mean, I guess that adds up to at least 28. And then if you did it in rows, there's a 5-cell segment that's at least 15. So we'd be up to 43. It can't be 15 because there's a 3 in that row. So let's say 18. Actually, this might be interesting in its own right. 28 plus 18 is 46. Plus another 10, 10, 56, 66. 10 in this box, 76. 10 in this row, and it can't even be 10. Ah, I have found a good way of dividing this up. Wow. As I was going there, I was thinking I've not found a good way because I kept on using numbers, low numbers in this area and not really thinking about it. But we got to a very interesting total. Okay, I'm going to try that again. 7 here. These have to add up. I'm going to write the total over here, actually. So the triangular number for 7 is 28, and that is the total of 1 to 7. So that's the absolute minimum in that row. In this row, 1, 2, 4, 5. Remember, we can't use 3. 1, 2, 4, 5 is 12. In this row, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 is 18. In this row, 1, 2, 3, 4 is 10. In this row, 1, 2, 3, 4 is 10 again. In this box now, I'm going to change it up slightly because I get to include that cell in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4 again is 10. Now let's add these up. 40, 58, 68, 78, 88. 1 degree of freedom. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that is how we're going to work this. There's only 1 degree of freedom. Wish I knew where that was getting used up. Wow, that's really interesting. Okay, so these are 1, 2, 4, 5 or 1, 2, 4, 6. These are the numbers 1 to 7 or the numbers 1 to 6 plus 8. So they don't include 9, and that's probably an important thing. 9 is on one side or other. These are either 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 or 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. So again, 9 is in one of these 3 cells. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is very definite. We can't increase it by 1 because of that 5. So these other digits, well, the interesting thing here is that 9 is definitely in one of those cells. Actually, it's not there on the black dot. And now the 3 9s for rows 3, 4, and 5. One of them's there, one of them's there, and one of them's there. That is going to use up the 9 for box 5, the 9 for column 1, and the 9 for column 9. So when we get to this row, where we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 5, we can't have a 9 here, or here, or here. There must be a 9 in one of those 2 cells. And that's going to have used up whichever of the 9 for box 4 or 6 wasn't being used here. One of them must have been, because we can only put 1 9 there. So we're really restricting 9 quite hard now. One of these is a 9. 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 We can't get any more 9s in boxes 4, 5, or 6. The 9 in box 2 is in one of those cells. That's a bit strange. Then we've got a 9. Now it's in one of those 4. We can't have another one in column 1 or 9. I don't know. Was it 9 that I was meant to focus on? These are from 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, but they could include a 7. It could be 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. These ones are from 1, 2, 3, 4, or they're either 1, 2, 3, 4 or 1, 2, 3, 5. I can take 5 out of those cells as well. And that one, and 3. It's a bit tricky. Oh, and the N. I forgot about the N. What were we going to do with the N? Okay, well, the N is divisible by 6. Okay, this is what I was going to do, is work out the absolute minimum. None of these digits can be 3, so let's call them 1, 2, 4. That's 7. Then this could be 1, 2, 3, and this could be 1, 2, 3. That's 13. A 1 and a 2 here, 16, and a 1 here. 17, I think, is the absolute minimum, and there may be a reason that wouldn't even work on the pink line. So let's say it was 17 at a minimum. Out of the 89 total, that leaves 72. Didn't I work out? Wasn't that the number I chose earlier, 6 lots of 12? Didn't I work out that was impossible? Why did I think this couldn't be 17 earlier? Well, I'll tell you why it can't, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 17 is a ridiculous minimum. Let's try again. With 1, 2, 3, 4 there, that's 10. 1, 2, 4 here, that's 17. 1, 2 here and 1, 2 here, we're up to 23, and a 1 here, 24. I think I must have done the maths wrong last time. 24 is my new minimum for pink. Subtract that from 89 and we get 65. But we have to reduce down to a number divisible by 6. And that's going to take us to a maximum of 60, which is 10 for each blue segment. 10, 9, 8, 7, or 6. I mean, that's quite a few possibilities, but let's just keep thinking about this. 10, 9, 8, 7, or 6. I don't know. We're going to have well, we're going to have a 6 or a 7 in either pink or blue. A 6 and a 7, or a 6 and an 8 in either pink or blue in this row. It's a bit complicated because I think they could go in blue. And make up sums of 10, or they could go in pink and not really change the total of that very much at all. By a little bit, but not very much. I don't know. I don't know how to do this. I really don't. Is it the black dots? Are they meant to be doing something like 3 can't be in those cells? So it's either in one of those two in box 2 or on the black dot with a 6. Maybe I need to find a different way of cutting up the yellow digits. I mean, it was interesting that doing it by rows, apart from box 8, got me to 1 degree of freedom. I think that was because I had to get up to a 6 and a 7 in this row. So that was a helpful way of looking at it. If I did this row and this row, I think we're talking about 40 between those. Then if I chose this box and this box, 55, 70, 80, 87. That's weird. That's 2 degrees of freedom. So I didn't get closer. I got a tiny bit further away. I can get a bit closer doing that. Right. 28 minimum here. 12 minimum there, that's 40. 10 minimum here, that's 50. Now, in this row, I've got to have at least a 6 somewhere. And if I'm taking this group as at least 15, and this group is at least 15, and this group is at least 7, I'm not using a 6. So I'm getting to 87 without having been able to use a 6. If I use the 6 in one of those cells, it either boosts this total by 2, which would take the last degree of freedom. If that's a 6, everything else in this version I've just sketched is minimal. But if I put the 6 in one of those, I haven't taken all the degrees of freedom. There's still 1 left. Oh, I mean, it's intriguing. I should be able to maybe do a count then of... Okay, let's work on the fact that by putting a 6 into this row, in this version where I'm adding row 2 yellows, row 3 yellows, box 4, box 5, and box 6, and box 8 yellows, but I'm having to push up my total by 1 to accommodate a 6. There's still 1 degree of freedom. However, where can that get used? I'm thinking about 3s now. So, first of all, in this row, I think I have to use a 3. Because doesn't each of these groups, we don't have, if we pushed one of them up from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minimum to 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, thus avoiding 3, we would be adding 3 to it, which I do not have available as degrees of freedom. So I can't ignore 3 in either of those sections. So 1, 3 will be in row 5 in those yellow cells, and 1 will be in row 6 in those yellow cells. And therefore, this black dot does not have a 3 on. Therefore, we're selecting from 1, 2, 4, and 8. Now, if we picked 1 and 2, they couldn't be in this group at all, and that would absolutely kill it off. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would add to 25 instead of 15. That's miles away. So it's not 1 and 2. I don't think it can be 2 and 4, because then this group would be a minimum of 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, which adds up to 22, absolutely miles away. So that must be a 4, 8 black dot. I don't think this is how you're meant to do this puzzle, but it's how I'm doing it. So I'm taking 4 out of all of those cells. And now these cells have a minimum of 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Which is 19. Isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. No, it's not. It's 17. Which is 2 more than the minimum. And that's it. That takes away the last degree of freedom. So this is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Let me just check this. That adds up to 17. This is 1, 2, 4, which adds up to 7. That's 24. This is the minimum, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that takes our total up to 32. Then we've got 10 here. That's 42. 28 here. Oh, hang on. This hasn't worked at all. Have I got my maths wrong again? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 is 17. Plus 7 is 24. I forgot that. Plus 15 is 39. Plus 10 is 49. Plus 28 is 77, plus 12 here is 89. And that's how we minimize the numbers in yellow now, having used that black dot. And that means this is an 8-9 pair. That means this is a 7-9 pair. This group of cells, 3, 5, 1, 2, 4, are from 6, 7, 8, 9. This one I think can't be 9 because we know one of these two is. This group of cells is 6, 7, 8, 9. This group of cells is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are places where 5 can't be there. Now, we've got 1 to 7 to put in there, so we can't be quite as prescriptive about boxes 1 and 3. But we've got a 4-8 pair looking at that cell. So now I can do some Sudoku. Actually getting digits in the grid after 17 minutes of worrying away at this puzzle. It's clever though, isn't it? Right, that's a 6, 7, 9 triple. That is an 8. 8 is looking across at the black dot. And at this cell, that is 6 or 7. This is a 6, 7, 9 triple. That one can't be 7. These can't be 8. In fact, that is 8 in the central box. Now those can't be 8. Goodness me. So we've got some quite good progress. We've also got that 1, 2, 4, 5 quad. 3. Everything else in this row is 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a naked single 6. And the others are quite high. Now we're beginning to get 3 out of 5 in the central columns. Let's look at this column first of all. 1, 2, 3, 5 remains. That can't be a 5. This can't be a 1, 2 black dot. Probably can't go much further than that with it. So let's go over to this column where we've got 1, 2, and 4 to put in. Oh, and I still haven't worked out what the blue and the pink separate totals are. I've just worked out all of the digits that go in to the yellow cells. That's quite interesting. So down here, we're selecting from 1, 2, 3, 4. So the maximum n is now 9. I don't know, is that... It strikes me there are a lot of different ways of doing this puzzle. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to just carry on with what I'm doing in the hope that we'll get a bit closer before I have to focus on that. On the blue line N. It's strange, isn't it? It's so clever, this. Right. We've got 3 digits out of 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Don't know what's going on. Yeah, the pink, I don't really have to work out the pink total. I have to make sure the blues match. Row 3 is actually not very helpful anymore now that I've got the 9 and the 8 out of it. Okay, I'm going back to this black dot actually, which couldn't be 1, 2 because of those. I think it could be 2, 4 or 3, 6, which is a shame. Okay, how about up here? We've definitely got to put a 9 in white cells in this box, so that's in one of those two. And 8, well no, 8 could be here on the black dot, of course. If that was a 9-8 pair. Right, these digits are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is just a known fact. Oh, hang on. In this column, we've got a 1, 2, 4 triple as well as 3, 5. So that digit is 6 or 7. One of the big digits in the row. That's one of them. There's another 6 or 7 somewhere. Oh, if only I had another triple. Now, what did we say the maximum n is? It's 9, isn't it, from down here? So we can't put 7 on a blue line. 7 has to be a pink line. No, hang on. We could there or there. We couldn't put 7 on that cell. That's all that I'm saying now. I'm just now considering 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the central column. We've got 4 of them. This one could be 5, 6, or 7. But if it's not, this one has to be from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Would have to be 6 or 8. What are the implications of that? There must be some. I can't quite work it out. I was quite pleased with how we were going along. Oh, there's a 9 in one of those two positions by Sudokus. That's not of any interest, is it? There's an 8 somewhere down here as well. I don't think that's doing anything. Okay, let's think about 6 and 7 again. No, okay, what I'm now going to do is think about 9 as the minimum n. 9 times 6 makes 54 as a total for the blue line. That's a possibility for the blue line. If that occurs, then the pink line adds up to 35, which does seem like quite a big number. Now, how are we going to get this to 35? 7654 here would be 22. Oh, no, it's easy, isn't it? 6, 3 as a max there, 5, 4 as a max there. It's got the 1, 2, 4 here. Oh, goodness. Okay, that's easily done. Okay, if it was 9 in blue, actually we can add up. We know the total of each box. It's a secret, but it's 45. So we've already got 28 placed here. If that's 9, 37, this adds up to 8. Over this side, we've got 30. If that's 9, this is 6. So they would add up to 14 if blue's n was 9. Those definitely add up to 7. That would be 21. And if blue's n is 9, we're looking for 35. We've got to 21 already. And we can do this calculation every time. That's quite interesting. Oh, and we can add this one on as well. Right. Oh, I'm going to have to do this. The maximum for n is 9 because of box 8. If n is 9, we've got a 1 there. 1, 2, 4 here. That's 8. 8 there and 6 there, I remember. That's 22. So these would have to add up to 13, which would make them either 7, 1, 2, 3 or 6, 1, 2, 4. Okay, that's possible, but it's quite pushy. But let's see what happens if we take this down to an 8. If blue is 8, that's a 2. 28, 36, that's 9. We're up to 11. This one is 7. We're up to 18. This is 7. We're up to 25. We're taking 48 off 89. This is quite difficult to do, and I'm not going to remember all the numbers. I mean, I think I'm looking at 41 minus 25 makes 16 here, which is feasible as well, and in fact is a little easier than 13. Oh, rump bump. It's pretty clear. I don't really know how to do this. I'm feeling a bit silly at this point. Ah, goodness. Okay. thought that was a useful discovery. It didn't really do anything. Oh, look, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4 quad that's really helpful. That sticks a 5 in this cell. That's the sort of thing that's good to notice. One of those 2 digits in it must be a 3, so that's not a 3. Now, everything else in the row is 6, 7, 8, or 9. We can't have 9 there. We can't have 8 here. Now, what's happening here now? Not much. This could still be a 2, 4 pair, I think. Those 3 digits in the bottom row would all be there. We'd have roping if that was a 2, 4 pair. If it's a 3, 6 pair, I don't know. If it's a 4, 8 pair, I don't know. Okay, let's keep finding mysterious appearing quadruples and triples and things. Like we've got 4 of the 5 low digits there. Those almost have to be the high digits. How many highs have we got in this column? Oh yeah, we're either going to put 5, 6, or 7 here, or 6 or 8 here. That's quite weird maths too. I don't know what to be playing off against each other at the moment. Something's going on. I mean, what a ludicrous thing to say, but I wish I could say something better. Okay, if that was 9, then we had 9 here and 6 here. And 9 here and 8 here. Oh, well, there's some way through this and I can't see it. The black dots are probably incredibly helpful. I mean, that one turned out to be so helpful. Oh, look, 4 can't be in those cells, or actually that one, but in the middle, that's now a 1, 2 pair. So that is a 4. Now we've got 5 definitely into one of these 3 cell segments, and that means that the n is minimum 8. If you had a 5, 5, 2, 1 is 8. So n is 8 or 9. These add up to 8 or 9. And they're either 1, 3, 4 or 2, 3, 4. And this digit is 1 or 2. Ooh, okay, this is the only place for 3 in the row now. And 4's on one of those cells. Yeah, okay. What does that mean? That means 3 is either there or there in box 2. And there's such a difference. Right, n is 8 or 9. Oh, goodness. Okay, and in one of these cases, there is a 5, 2, 1 line. And in the other one, there's a 3. No, because it could be 9. So one of them might be a 5, 3, 1 line. Wherever the 5 appears, there's a 1 on the same line, the same blue line. This 4 is looking at that cell. So this is 4 in the box. Now that's not a 4. And there's a 4 not here, but in one of these 3 cells. I wonder if it's going to be on the black dot. But all I can do at the moment about that is wonder. Okay, let's keep persevering here. We've got this 1-2 pair. We've got an N of 8 or 9. So what does that do to these blue cells? Not a lot. There's still a lot of possibilities for each of them. I feel like we're getting really, really close now, but no parsnips are buttered yet. That's a 1 or 2, right. Does that stop this being a 2-4 black dot? We get 1 there and 3 there and 1 here. Don't think it does, you know. N is 8 or 9. This has got to be helpful. This trio is 8 or 9. So this digit, I suppose it could be as high as 6. It can't be 1, 2, or 4, so it's 3, 5, or 6. It seems quite likely to be a 3. But if it was 5, there'd have to be a 1 in one of those two cells. And they can't be 1, 3. So there'd have to be 1, 2, making 8. And one of these would be a 4. That can't be a 5, because that would be a 1, 2. N would be 8. One of these would be a 4, and would have to go with a 4. That's impossible. So that's not a 5. Right. If this is 6, that's a 1, 2 pair. And N is 9. Now, in that case, oh, of course, this is 3 or 6. This black dot can't be a 3, 6 black dot, or that would break. So this is not 3. This is 3 now. Goodness me. Okay. And now we're adding up to 8 or 9. This could be 2, 4, or I can't even change anything. But this is not a 3, 6 black dot. It's also not 1, 2, which would break that. So it's either 2, 4 or 4, 8. We've got a 4 on the black dot. It's got to be there. This is 2 or 8. It can't be 2 because it's got a 1, 2 pair looking at it. So that's 8. Now, that's a 6, 7, 9 triple. Everything else in the box is 1, 2, or 5. I've got a 1, 2, 5 triple here, and that's not 5. And now 5 is placed in box 8, which I could have done by looking at column 3. Column 5. One of those two is a 6, so that's not. That's a 7, 9 pair in the row, so that's 8. 3 plus. We've got to get up to a total of 8 or 9. It can't be a 1, 2 pair. That's a 5, and then that's a 1, and N is 9. Here we go now. We've got 2 and 4 here, so N being 9, their complements are 5 and 7. That's a pair looking at that digit, which becomes a 6. This has become a 2. We've got 1 and 4 to put in the row. Yes. 9 is the N, so this is 4, 3, 2 down here. Oh, that digit has become a 1 in the corner. That's a 4 there. That's not 1. Now, 4, 4, there's got to be a 4 on this black dot and not a 2. So that's a 4, 8 pair. 8 in row 7 is there. Excellent little black dot. You've really done the business there. Now, that's not 6. We're down to a 7, 9 pair up here. That is not a 1 in this box. So 4 and 2 are done. Then I can do the N on that line. 4 and 5 over this side and the 1 there. And rows 2 and 3 are complete. And we've got a 2, 3, 7 triple at the top of box 1, a 5, 6 pair at the top of box 3. Looking down the central column, we can finish off 6, 9, 7. Actually, we can finish off all of box 5. That's a 7, 8 pair. Now, this is a 6, that's 9, that's 7. No 4 in this row anymore. Now, okay, I'll come back to those. There's no 2 in those cells. So there's a 2 on this blue line, and therefore there isn't a 5 on it because it adds up to 9, or there'd be 2 2s. So it's a 3, 2, 4 line. Lovely. And that's all done. Right. Then I can do 6, 1. That's now a 5, 3, 1 line. Perfect. All the heart colors are done. Sorry, all the blue and pink cells are done. Excellent. And I mean, I hesitate to say it, but I think I must be finishing off now. 4, 8 pair is looking at that. 2 is looking at that. This column, that's a 6 now. 3, hang on, no, 7 and 9 still to go. That fixes this cell. Then a 1, 3 pair. In this row, we've got 7 and 9. So 9, 4, 8. We need a 6 there. That's become a 3. 1 and 2. You know what we're going to finish off with today. You've seen it coming a mile away. That wasn't meant to be a poem. 7, 2, and that's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight. Losing its religion. What an excellent puzzle. I'm so sorry it wasn't on time, Shady Moon, but I've really enjoyed my time with that puzzle. Happy birthday, Carolyn, and hope to see everybody on the channel again tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.